Hey, good evening, everybody. This is 101 with James Mitchell. I am James Mitchell. I'm your host. 101. Why do I call it 101? Because it's all about giving 101%, whether it's from me or from you. Look, hey, I told you guys I was going to start this. I'm actually doing it this way right now on Facebook until the whole YouTube is set. And I might actually be going to a podcast. I'm not sure exactly how I'm doing that just yet. So if you're following me right now live, thank you very much. If you are following me as recorded, thank you very much. I appreciate it. I want to say hello to whoever's watching right now, and thank you for watching. So how do we do this? This is how we do this. We go ahead and we comment back and forth on the page. We go ahead and answer some questions, some topics, whatever, if I'm not busy on the topic already. I try to keep it to about an hour's length of a show. And hey, you know what? I love interacting, and that's why it's an interacting forum. It's open forum. We can talk about just about anything under the sun, but not everything. There are topics that you'll see that I say absolutely not happening. That being said, all right, why don't we go ahead and set this up just a little bit this way? I gotta get everything situated, still kind of getting things going. So I have a couple topics I really want to talk about. And one of them is really fun. One of them isn't. So right now, I got to see what I have here. Oh, people are messaging already. Oh, if you're messaging, you have enough time to watch me. Why aren't you watching? Okay, so here's the thing. Tonight is Thursday, April 11th, 2019. Now, I've been searching for this because I went to the newsstand and I saw this. Matter of fact, that Stewart's, let's see here. I need to really take a look at it. So, in the meantime, excuse me. Hi, Christina. How are you? There's something I'm looking for. It was on the Daily News, and this was like, okay. So this is on Daily News. This is on the front page. Now, this is the opening monologue. I really want to get this off my chest. If anybody has actually looked into it and figured out a little more, hey, by all means, fact check me right away. I don't care. That's what the whole point is. But FDNY firefighter who survived 9/11 says, criticizing Ilhan Omar, told him he was too busy to talk to victims. Ilhan Omar says 9/11 was just a lot of people died. All right, so here's the thing. I don't care who you are. I don't care where you come from. 9/11, a lot of people died, huh? Look, how do I say this? Representative Omar is a Democrat representative from Minnesota. As you probably guys know, she has had a lot to say. I'm sorry, I don't care what you say. She's anti-Semitic. She doesn't want us to be in Jerusalem. She wants us to pull out. She doesn't want to be there doing anything with Israel whatsoever. She doesn't think we should be helping them out. They're a great ally. It's an amazing ally to have. And on top of this fact that she decides to state that, you know, just a lot of people died. And 9/11 attacks were carried out by some people who did something. Quote, end quote. That's it. Some people who did something. That's a direct quote. Those some people were terrorists. Those some people flew planes into the buildings and killed thousands of people. They ended up falling and killing more people who were first responders, not even military personnel, first responders. 343 fallen brethren of the fire department gone that day. Police officers, EMTs, civilians, moms, dads, sons, brothers, sisters, somebody's kids, somebody's family. I'm sorry, Miss Omar, but you got me pissed right now. And this is a no spin zone right now, okay? What I'm talking about is not some people did something bad, all right? We're talking about people hijacked a plane and went ahead and flew it into a building. I remember that day. Matter of fact, I remember quite a few people from Pine Bush who were worried about their loved ones that were down there that day. So, Ms. Omar, I think you need to self-check yourself and get the hell out of our Senate, out of our Congress, out of our damn country if you're just going to say it was some people. Some people did something that day. They did a sneak attack like we haven't seen since Pearl Harbor. Hell, not even 93's bombing down on the World Trade Centers did what 9/11 did. That's my opening statement. You disagree with me? Tell me why you disagree with me. Tell me why. Why do you think just saying some people did something bad? We all know it was radicals. We all know the truth. We all saw it that day. We saw Osama bin Laden take credit for that. I'm sorry, 6 minutes into the show, I have my opening statement. I'm going to go attacking something I see that hits me real dear and sincere to my heart. There's no way that it's okay for something like that. You don't just say that. We're not going to brush this under the carpet like nothing ever happened. Because as far as I'm concerned, we're still saying the Japanese attacked us December 7th, 1941. That's right. We said the Japanese attacked us on December 7th, 1941. So just some people attacked us on 9/11. Representative Omar, get your act together. I'm not attacking you because you're a Democrat. I'm not attacking you for your beliefs, religious beliefs. No, I'm attacking you right now because you decided to make a stupid comment. And if you don't believe me, people, go ahead. It's right here in the Daily News. Front page on the Daily News. And I don't even read it, but it caught my eye this morning. Some people who did something. Who did something. What kind of damn quote is that? What they did is they hijacked planes with box cutters. Box cutters that day were a weapon of mass destruction. That's my rant. If you're still following me, thank God. Thank God. You know how I am. You know how I can be. But let me tell you something. If you are not upset about that, I mean, why? How can you not be upset by somebody trying to dismiss what 9/11 was? We all watched what happened to those towers. We saw the film replayed over and over and over again, so we would never forget. I never forgot. Matter of fact, hanging up in Pine Bush High School is a flag that was dedicated by me and two other associate schoolmates of mine. That was dedicated. We painted it. We put the words on it that we would never forget. I hold true to those words to this day. I'll never forget who attacked us on 9/11. I will not just think it was some people who did something. You disagree with me? If you're watching me, please comment right now why you disagree with me. That it's okay just to say some people who did something. Because I'll tell you some people that did something. Firefighters ran into a burning building. That nuke that could come down at any moment to save as many people as they could. Police officers went ahead and quarantined off an area and evacuated a city that couldn't be evacuated. They ran in with the firefighters to go ahead and see who else they could save. EMTs taking care of people who were bloody and bruised and burned. Watching people falling from the buildings just crashing into the ground. I'm sorry, but this representative Ilhan Omar really has a crawl in my behind right now. I promise you guys I wouldn't be all political. I promise you guys that I want to do so. This is something else. This is in the memory of all the people that died that day. You basically spit in all their faces. You spit in their eyes. You spit on their graves by saying, and again, I quote right here, some people who did something on 9/11. Now, there's a couple other topics I wanted to talk about today. I'm waiting for more people to show up and go ahead and watch. I said I was going to be on at 8 o'clock. It's okay if everybody's not on. I do apologize, but I think these are great topics. I think everybody would love to go ahead and talk about these topics. Right now, it's just, I'm heated. I'm heated right now, guys. I'm sorry. And the fact that nobody else is heated really bothers me. I mean, we can get a hold of we could go freak out on a president who says things. How about a former president who mispronounces nuclear? Nuclear, I think is how he said it, or whatever. But we don't freak out on somebody who says something stupid like that. I mean, just idiotic. God forgive me, I can't believe I'm about to say this. Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez didn't even say something this stupid, and she said some stupid things. If this was, I don't care. Once again, I don't care if this is a Democrat that said it. If a Republican said it, I'd be going off on them just as much right now. But this is the current topic that made the front page of the Daily News. Trying to calm down right now. I'm really. She says a lot of stupid things. Yeah, what, Mark? Which one are we talking about on this one? Because right now, I mean, Ilhan Omar takes the cake. She really does. She takes the cake. I mean, what else could be possibly even be said that could be even worse than that right now? That's what I gotta know. Yes, I do. I want to move on. There's a couple topics I do have, but you know, I'm looking for my memo notes, Mark. I really am. So throw something at me, Mark. How are you? Did you watch Raw SmackDown? I missed those. Tell me how that was. What did you think of? What did you think of the post WrestleMania? Well, I look for my notes here because I have the memos. That's a messed up thing to say. It really is. It really is. Okay. So here's one of the other things that can kind of tie in with this. And I hope other people are paying attention to this one when I bring this in. Kind of what I did is it's wrong. I have the freedom of speech to go ahead and talk my mind. And that's what this forum is allowing me to do. And you have every right to disagree with me with anything I have to say. I have no problem if you guys disagree with me. By all means, that's what this country's all about. We're allowed to have our own opinions. We can say whatever we want at any time. But backstabbing, is it really worth it? Is backstabbing really worth what it's, I mean, is it worth embarrassing somebody at work? Is it worth backstabbing? Hi, Christina. Are you back? I fell asleep, but I seen a post WrestleMania Taker. Yes, post WrestleMania Taker was amazing. I can't believe that he's back. Yes. So let's see here. Backstabbing and embarrassing people at work, or just for the heck of it, to be malicious. understand it. Does anybody else understand it? Can anybody explain to me how they feel about it? Why it's even something to do? Why would somebody backstab? What do you gain from backstabbing somebody? What do you gain from embarrassing them? Besides the fact of your own evil intentions and laughter, or backstabbing isn't worth the word. No, you don't think it's worth even saying backstabbing. It's not even worth saying, huh? Why would you say that? What makes you think that way? Hello, Doreen. How are you? You gain nothing. Yes, Mark, I agree with you. You gain nothing from backstabbing people at work, becoming close friends, and then becoming a complete enemy. You gain nothing from that. I'm not talking about my job per se. I'm not talking about anybody's job. This was something I actually heard on the radio today. And a couple of the other topics is what I heard, and I wanted to carry on the talking. I feel like backstabbing somebody at work. Yes, I got a thumbs up already. Somebody knows the deal. Go and do the thumbs up. Share this video on your wall. Get more people in. Let them know what we do here or what I do here. Right now, we're talking about backstabbing and embarrassing people at work. What do you gain from that? Andrew, how are you? Doreen, how are you? I don't know if I already said hey. I'm sorry, I'm saying it again. We also have Wendy Henry on, and Mark Palmer, and Christina Barnes. Welcome to 101, hosted by me, the ugly one, James Mitchell, and loud as well. I was loud and angry before. You missed that. If you didn't, you can catch it back on the replay. So anybody have a feeling, anything? My old boss started sleeping with one of my other coworkers' wife, and now they taunt him. That's kind of backstabbing and embarrassing. It is. What's the gain of that? You're constantly hurting that person who's already been hurting and trying to move on past that. It makes no sense to me to go into that much of a malicious intent. It makes no sense to me. I'm sitting here trying to think about it, and I'm like, what do I gain from embarrassing somebody? Now, I can joke around with somebody, and like there's a young person in the group that I hang out with, and if I want to call him baby, I can, because he's the baby of the group. But, I'm also the old man of the group. I mean, look at all the gray hair, everybody. I mean, come on. I really have, I really can't. I can't talk. Look at this. Yeah. The sun bleached at the gray, huh? But that's fun. It's all in fun. But when you maliciously attack somebody because their boss no less seduced the person they love, and now they're making fun of that, I'm sorry to hear that. Makes for a tense work environment. I believe it really does. And some people have no couth. You're really on the ball with that, Dorian. I agree with you. Some people really have no couth. It's like, it's a shame, because you would think we were all brought up better. You would think that we all learned, from others' experiences, that this isn't something that we should do. But at the same time, welcome, Paul. How are you, bud? At the same time, then, we now know it makes no sense. Why should we do it? I don't think it's something that we really should. If you see it at work, put a stop to it. Really do. Put a stop to it. It's a shame. But also at the same time, we're talking about embarrassing people and, the backstabbing. I got another topic. These topics kind of roll about in each other. But let's continue with work. I got another one for you guys. Now, this is a big thing. Now, again, I am not singling out anybody's job. This is not my job either, okay, that I'm talking about, so nobody needs to think that it is. But, again, this is what I heard on the radio this morning. This was on the radio station, one of the local stations I listened to. And one of the gentlemen got extremely ticked off that he was brought into work on his vacation because somebody else, I guess, didn't want to cover, or he quit or something like that. How do you guys feel about that? Do you go to work on your vacation, or do you stay home? You're not in New York anymore, Paul? Dang, everybody's leaving New York. What's that mean, Governor Cuomo? Isn't that a little bit of a hint there, Mr. Cuomo? Everybody's leaving New York. Make it a little bit easier to live in this state. Stop taxing us. There's no reason for you to be paid $250,000. You got more money than most of us already. You don't need it. Stay home. Doreen, I agree. Back on track. Stay home. I'm telling you right now, if I'm to take my vacation on my vacation, one, don't call me. Don't text me. Don't page me. Don't Facebook me. Don't instant message me. Nothing. I am not responding. That is my time. They don't pay me enough. A lot of people say that what if you're on a paid vacation? If you took your vacation as a paid vacation, okay, do you go into work, and should you be paid time and a half on top of it because you're already getting the paid vacation? What about that one? I'm very sorry to hear that, Paul. I'm very sorry. Just to let you guys know, I do have a bit of a lag. It's just my computer setup. So people will go ahead and write a little bit later, and I'll get it. So that's where my squirrel moments come in. All right. No, you wouldn't come into work even if they were paying you time and a half on your vacation. You have a paid vacation. So I'm right now, I have to agree. I tend to agree with you because it's my vacation. I worked very hard for that vacation. Why should I have to come in because somebody quit or somebody else doesn't want to do their job? Why is it affecting my vacation? Because I'm the goody-goody employee? I don't think it's fair. I mean, honestly, if you're on your vacation, you should stay on your vacation. I know, and again, once again, not signaling anybody out, but if a boss wants a vacation, they go on vacation. They should allow us to have the same. I'm sorry. They should allow us to have the same. And there should be no reason to be penalized for taking our vacation too. I guess it's a personal choice. Yeah. No, you earned that vacation, but I wouldn't turn down time and a half either. See, now that's the other thing. If you really need that money, if you're hard up enough for that money, I can actually say, yeah, why not? But, and again, I'm going to say this now. I don't know. I'm the type of guy that if I'm taking my vacation, I'm on vacation. Don't bother me. I'm sorry. I don't want to be bothered. All right, I see a lot more people are coming on. So if anybody hasn't liked, shared this video, share the page. Join the page right away. Because this next topic I want to bring up, this might eat up a lot of time. This topic is going to be something that, well, might get you in trouble with your spouse. It might not. I like this. Hold on. I got to backtrack a little bit. Paul, yeah, I might be taking my wrestling career to the next level. If I got paid time and a half, I'm getting paid vacation time. I'm going to work. Oh, that's me. Yeah, so some people, okay, that's what I'm saying. That's what I want to say. Vacations cost money. Work something else out with the boss to take some other time off. I like that one too, Mark. I got to agree. I mean, here's the thing. I'm hard up. I need money. Trust me, I got a kid. I got kids. All right. I'm going to need some of that, okay? I need some of that cheddar cheese, okay? I also need to spend time with that family. I need to be able to sit back and relax. My family likes me to take them places. Okay, I'll tell you what, you guys see all this up back here? You see that all back here? That's Disney. Disney costs a lot of money. My family loves to go to Disney. I love going to Disney. My family likes to go to the beach. They like going to water parks. Let me tell you, that takes a lot of money. But I need that. You do got 5. I remember. Brother, I remember. Sir, through the camera, let me shake your hand, sir. You got 5 kids. Holy, I remember. Come on in. Hold on, guys. I got somebody who's knocking on the door. Speaking of my kid. Everybody say hello to Jackson. This is my son, Jackson. Jackson, say hello to everybody out there.
Hello.
Jax, what's up, pal? What can I do for you real quick?
I want to tell you something.
What do you want to tell me?
Guess where I am at?
Where are you at?
The Avengers place.
Oh, you went to the Avengers Tower? By the way, guys, my son, he's playing my PS4 right now. He's playing Spider-Man. So he likes that. See, there you go. Look, special guest. Hi, Jax. People are waving. Money makes the world go round. Yeah, I got to agree with you. All right, so, pal, you went to the Avengers Tower, huh? Hey, you keep it up. I'm going to tie a string around that tooth. I'm shutting the door, okay? We're going to get the Tooth Fairy to come up, okay? All right, why don't you wave everybody? Say bye.
Bye.
All right. Go ahead. Shut the door when you walk out, too, okay, pal?
Okay.
All right, thank you. All right, sorry, guys. That's a real squirrel moment there. Look. Yeah, you like the Pooh and Piglet thing, huh? Yeah, that's something my grandmother gave me years ago. So, all right, we talked about that. We turn around. We got this. Now we're coming up on the half-hour mark already on the program. It does not bother me one bit if we go up a little bit further past the half-hour mark or whatever, because I want to leave open questions and comments for the end of the show. But here it is. Okay. Everybody that's watching, again, if you have not put a like, a wow, a heart, a freaking laughing face, if you have not shared this video to your page and told all your friends about it, if I'm your only friend, I'm sorry, but thank you. I appreciate it. All right, let's get them going, okay? Because this is a great comment. This one is gonna be the best one that we've talked about yet tonight. All right, because if you guys remember the other night, we did the about the 420, a little bit of the Mary Jane. Should it be legal or not? Well, this one's more about your spouse, your best friend, your mother, your father, whoever is around you. Okay, everybody ready? Annoying eating habits. That's right, annoying eating habits. What is one of the most annoying things to you about eating habits that somebody else has? Maybe even you have. Maybe there's the loud chip eater, the one that crinkles the bag too much. Or how about we got the one who, how about the people or the cows that chew? You can hear them across the room. I know a couple people like that too. I really do. Growing up, I'll tell you a quick story. Growing up, I lived up in Saratoga for a little bit, Boston Spa area, and my buddy had all of us over the house. There's about 6 or 7 of us, and his mother goes ahead and orders pizza. Now, we're talking from one end of the house to the other, okay? Kitchen's on one end. You got the living room on the other. We're all playing the original Nintendo. Yeah, NES, the original Nintendo. Matter of fact, I remember what game we were playing. It was Duck Hunt. Because we were trying to see who could get the better score. So we were playing that, okay? Chewing with the mouth open. Talking with food in your mouth. Okay, that's. So, back to the story. So we're all hanging out. Now, I'm chewing now. I'm a young kid. All right, so I don't know if I'm really chewing my mouth open. The mother, and I quote, remember now, guys, I hope there's no kids around here. Once in a while, I will curse. And I'll quote, "Oh, the bug's chewing like that. Go ahead and shut your mouth. I can hear you all the way in the kitchen." I stopped chewing on the pizza mid-bite. I knew she couldn't have been talking about me. And again, you never know. I could have been the bad guy that was doing that, but my God, chewing that loud? She either had supersonic hearing, or I didn't realize as a young kid because the video screen was on television, got the video game, and we tried to shoot that dog. Every time we miss a freaking duck. Freaking dog pissed me off. I always wanted to shoot the dog. I mean, but come on, seriously, like across the, like supersonic hearing. All right, so we got chewing with the mouth open. That's a very common one. That's one that annoys a lot of people. Talking with food in your mouth. Now, seriously, I'm sorry. You talk to me with food in your mouth, and some of it hits me in the face. I'm freaking hitting you in the face. That is the most disgusting thing. I don't want to see what you're chewing. I already see it on the plate or in the bag or whatever you're holding in your hand. I do not want to see it being chewed. That's like watching a live mutilation of a body. I don't want to see it. It's disgusting. You see all the saliva and everything moving and the pieces going. Oh, my God. Oh, that's just so disgusting. How could somebody, I mean, seriously. Jason Malcolm, thank you very much, sir. How's everything over there on the West Coast? Paul, how you doing, man? I saw your video there about your baseball questions. That was pretty good. Man, I'm back to it. I'm sorry. It's turned my stomach. I just got done eating dinner. Oh. So one of the main topics we're talking about right now, guys, is just what are some of those annoying eating habits? We got talking with food in your mouth. We got chewing with your mouth open. Does it bother anybody constantly hearing just the wrapping paper constantly going? I mean, if it's me, I try to even be, I'm a little self-conscious too. Nothing to say that important when eating. Thank you. Have to have you on. I mean, thanks, man. I'm not great on baseball, but I'll be happy to just be there. It annoys me. Dorton, it does to you too, Norton. I'm afraid going into the bag too many times just to get a chip because you hear the crinkling. And I think I'm annoying everybody around me, especially when I'm driving a car. Oh my God, it's my own bag of chips. I bought it because I was hungry, and I don't even want to go into it too much because I think it's going to annoy everybody else. I feel like one day somebody's going to be just sitting there, like, getting all pissed off. Will you stop crinkling your bag already? God! Painting your food. Painting your food. Does anybody else out there paint their food? Because I'm guilty. I got to make sure there's an even amount of whatever sauce or what, that I get. If I'm going to cut a piece of chicken, I got to get the even layers nice and covered. I do. I paint my food. I'm sorry. So it's nice to know that's annoying to somebody. Hello, Patty. How are you? Welcome on to 101. We can talk about anything, football, wrestling. Hey, this sounds like a great thing. I can't wait. You will have to set up the date, man. What is that? Painting? You don't know what painting food? Okay, all right. I guess I'm the only person. I mean, honestly, like when I get a piece of steak, I make sure that OCD. Yes, I am. I'm a little OCD on some things. I get very. I can't help it. You slice into the piece of steak. It's just put a little bit of steak sauce on when you dip it, but you take the knife and you just kind of like smooth it over, make sure there's no dripping. That's another thing. I'm a fat guy. Look at this. Look, come on, guys. I'm a fat guy. All right? I'm a fat guy. I spill very easily things. I got to paint and make sure there's no drippage, okay? I'm very bad. I'm very, very bad. It's just something I do. What was the other one? Mark, I got to go back up to yours. Hold on a second. Wow, wow, we got through that many already. Mark, you said this is another good one here. I'm doing my best, guys. With the lag, it kind of kills me. Here we are. Clanking the cereal bowl. Okay, so Mark, I have to ask, what do you quite mean by that one? Like, do you mean like the bowl's clanking a lot, like like they're keep clanking the dishes together, or do you mean like somebody constantly dropping the spoon very loudly in there and clanking around? Because either way, I kind of think I understand where you're going with that. I did my PB&J and Kool-Aid. Oh my Lord, I have never heard of that. I've never heard of that. You've got to be the first person I've ever heard of dipping their Kool-Aid, their PB&J and Kool-Aid. Now I've heard people do it in milk and chocolate milk. I've never heard of one in Kool-Aid. That's actually quite interesting. Hitting the bowl with the spoon, yes. Slurping your drink. Yes, that can be kind of annoying. Yeah, glass bowl. Okay, so it has to be the glass bowl with the spoon, and you kind of constantly hit a. I don't have like anything glass, but you know, I know what you're talking about. I know the clinking sound you're talking of. And it's a thing. Look, I'm not disputing. All right, I'm not. Don't think I'm objectifying what you do, sir. I mean but that's something else. Stirring a cup with a spoon. That's an annoying habit. That's an annoying habit. So like if you're spinning like stirring a lot, whether it's coffee or maybe making homemade chocolate milk, you got that Hershey syrup in there. So spinning around that ding 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 ding. That's annoying. Okay, I can see that one too. Yeah, the clanking is all part of the clanking. That really is. I can see that. Slurping your drink though, yeah, that can get annoying. I will do that just to be an asshole sometimes. Oh, there I go again. Trying to cut down that cursing, and there I go. Do apologize. But yeah, I can be a real a-hole. Okay, I can be a real a-hole because I'll do it just on purpose sometimes. Because I know it's annoying to some people. I could be in the middle of the mall, almost done with a friggin' smoothie or something, and then just I gotta do it. I got because I know there's somebody that's going, oh my God. Biting the straw when sharing a drink. That really annoys the hell out of me. And you know it. All right. When the kids can't find a spoon, they use a fork. Okay, so when they're making chocolate milk, they'll use a fork because they can't find a spoon. I'll tell you what, I used to use a butter knife. If I can't find a spoon, I have used a butter knife to make chocolate milk, which probably isn't a good idea, but I have done that. All right, so guys, I don't know what else to say about that. I mean, whew, wow, how about that? That's something else. All right, anybody got anything else? We got any other annoying little habits out there? And ice cream. Let's pump the brakes for a second. Don't eat ice cream with a fork. I'm dumbfounded by what I just read. I've used a pen or a pencil to stir. Okay, so that's something. I'm still thrown off right now by using a fork to eat ice cream. That's almost like using a fork to eat soup. I'm really thrown off by this right now. But to each your own, I guess. Welcome, Nick. Hey, buddy, how you doing? Georgia Stone, how are you, Georgia Mahan? How's everything going? How's everything over there on the other side of the mountain? So basically, we were talking about annoying eating habits right now. A lot of people brought up some good stuff. I'm surprised on some of my 14-year-old uses forks for ice cream. It's stupid. I'm not going to say it's stupid. Okay, I'm not going to say it's stupid. I just, the laws of physics there, that one really boggles my mind. It really does. Oh my God. Okay, so guys, I'm going to do a recap right now real quick. Beginning of the episode, I did my opening monologue, and I had as Jason would say, I had an Alex Jones meltdown moment. Go back, watch the beginning of the video. You'll see what I'm talking about. If you can bear through the first like 7 to 10 minutes with that, I went off on Ilhan Omar, the Democrat representative from Minnesota. After that, we talked about, embarrassing and backstabbing people from work. Let's see what else we went over. We went over working on your vacation. All right. The boss calling you in. Ice cream cake, you can use a fork. What does everybody think? What does everybody think on that one? I've used a fork for ice cream, James. Really, Georgia? You have? Okay, and once again, guys, I do get lag, so messages do come up a little bit late. So if you see me a little bit laggish myself, where I'm not saying things because I'm waiting for comments to come up and I'm reading them. Nick, you use a fork for everything. Okay. And then most recently, we were just talking right now about eating habits. Annoying eating habits was the next thing that we do. Forks are made for legends. Hit and miss. Yeah, I got to agree with you on that one, Mark. Nick, I want to see you eat tomato soup with a fork. I mean, that's right there. That right there, I don't think you can do it. For some reason now I know you're purposely going to go ahead and go and get tomato soup and videotape yourself eating it with a fork, which if you post it on the 101 page, freaking hilarious, brother. That'll be great. It really will. That will be great. I knew it. There it is. Oh, it's on. Guys, he says it's on. All right. Round of applause ahead of a time if you do it, okay? Post that picture or even a few-second video of you trying to eat some of that tomato soup with a fork, okay? And no, you can't go get chunky tomato soup or anything. We're talking tomato soup. Thick, creamy tomato soup, all right? I can. I'm a legend. Okay, all right. Chicken noodle soup with a fork. Wait, somebody can do that? Somebody can. Well, you can eat the noodles, slurp the broth. Yeah, you can do that. It's the same with ramen noodles, I guess. You can do that. Sounds like a special episode. This is a special episode. What can I say? Legends. Look, we already know. In 24 hours of opening 101 hosted by me, I have already almost 60 likes. That's legendary. 60 likes and follows in 24 hours. Keep spreading the news. You'll see in the first video what this is all about. This forum is absolutely about everything and just about anything. All right, just about anything and everything, because of the fact that we give 101%, everybody. We give 101%. Anything that we're passionate about, we give 101%. And that's how we are all legends. That's what makes us Americans. That what makes this program amazing. And dare I say it's soon to be legendary. Now, I got to see, we got a whole, oh boy, Jenny Adams is on. Hi, hon, how are you? So Nicholas Decker, you're being called out. Everybody wants to see you eating tomato soup with a fork, okay? So you got to do it. You got to film it. You got to get it posted on the page. Like and follow the page, guys. Share the page. Share it to everybody. Share it on your page. Now, remember, if you respect me, I respect you. I have no hatred for anybody or anything. But the moment you get out of hand, I'm going to bounce you off. Okay, I will. I'll bounce you off, but it won't be a permanent ban. Okay, because I love a challenge. I really do. I do love discussing just about anything. As I said before, creamy is thick. It can be done. All right. We'll see. James, you're like baby Jesus now. Oh, Jesus. I like to think I'm more of like Jesus in a tuxedo T-shirt. I'm cool. I'm hip, but I'm formal. But I'm not that formal. I'm only kidding. Guys, if you know what movie that is, let me hear it. Come on. All right? Let me hear that one. Does anybody know what that one is? I got to wait a few seconds for you guys to come through. Look, all I can say is I'm hooked on a feeling. I really am. And this feeling is amazing. I'm on a high talking to so many amazing people. Some people I don't get to see every day. But now you get to see me. Now, what I'm also going to be doing with 101 is I'm going to have maybe guest hosts, or maybe guest commentators or something going on where I'm going to try and figure out where I can get you guys. Flannel Jesus. Oh, my Lord, Flannel Jesus. I am now the Flannel Jesus. I shaved. How can I be? Can't be the Flannel Jesus. I know somebody else who is. I might get Buddy on this show. I might get him. All right. So, basically, say it again. If anybody knows, so I shall pick up tomato soup tomorrow and do this. All right, Lumberjack James. Everything's going on so fast. Squirrel moment. All right. So, again, sometimes I like to think that I'm like Jesus in a tuxedo T-shirt. It says I'm formal, but yet I'm hip and I'm cool. All right. Anybody know what that quote is from? Anybody know what movie? Movie of the night, guys. What one are we talking about? If you want another quote from the movie, let me know. I'll go ahead and give you another one. Barb Hamill, how are you, hon? Anybody want another quote from this movie? I'll give it to you. 5, 4, 3, 2. Maybe I got everybody stumped from something so obscure. How about this? I'll do it this one. Shake and bake, baby. Shake and bake. El Diablo and Magic Man. Maybe that one. Come on, guys. It's a great, funny whole movie. I mean, this is... Come on, let's see here. Get the one. Hi, James. My kids keep fighting. I keep missing it. All right. So we said the tuxedo. We said shake and bake. And then we have El Diablo and Magic Man. Come on. I like going fast. I like going fast. That is the Bruce Almighty. No, not Bruce Almighty. Not Bruce Almighty. Sorry. Come on, guys. I know you guys got this. Come on. If I give away any of the actors in this, that's it. We're done. Magic Mike. No. Talladega Nights. Somebody finally got it. Talladega Nights. The Ballad of Ricky Bobby. Oh, man. There we go. All right, everybody did a good job. Good job. I really do gotta give it to you guys. So right now we're gonna bring up the open forum. Anybody have any topic you would like to talk about? Any questions you have for me? Maybe something that's been bugging you. We go ahead and do this all the time. If it's a good enough topic, we'll talk about it. We'll keep on going. I got 11 minutes or so left on the time clock that I'm giving myself. But we go over. That's fine if everybody doesn't mind. Once I start seeing the numbers drop completely, I'll get off. I have no problem with that either. We'll see here. Oh, jeez. Some of the messages I get, I got to just take a quick look over at. I'm sorry, guys. You never saw that movie? How did you? Mark, you need to rent that movie. Okay, you need to rent that movie. Somehow or another, rent that movie. Sit down with the whole family and watch it. It's one of the last movies of Michael Clark Duncan. It has Sasha B. Cohen. He's the one that was in Borat and what's that? The Dictator. And it has Will Ferrell, and then it has that the other guy. He does the voice of Wreck-It Ralph. He was in Step Brothers with him. Oh, come on, anybody know his name? Fortunately, fentanyl laced marijuana was found in Sullivan County. Fentanyl laced marijuana was found in Sullivan County. You got to be kidding me. Nick, I know how you feel about them too. Look, I promise everybody I wouldn't be too political. We can get into politics. If you watch the beginning of this video, you, sir, will go ballistic on this. Eden Man, hi hon, how are you? I am so upset that you're leaving us. But please continue watching us when you settle down into your new place, please. I really miss seeing you at work. Snowflakes. Oh, wait, here he goes. He's trying. He's trying to get me going again, guys. So, Ricky Bobby. Yeah. Oh, my God. I don't know why that one just showed up so late. But, okay, guys. I'm going to kind of take the one that Mark put up because we were talking about this the other night. We were talking about the legalization of marijuana. Unfortunately, fentanyl-laced marijuana was found in Sullivan County. We'll have to look into that a little bit. I'm really not sure the whole dynamic of that, but it's hitting close to home now. It's hitting close to home. Sullivan County is home for a lot of my watchers. A lot of my watchers live in Sullivan County. That is not a good thing. When we have something like this happening now, this close to home, we have now also confirmed cases of MS-13 in the area. We have confirmed cases of opioids and other things being sold in the area. We need to end up rallying together and fighting together. Now, here's the thing. If you think that... I'm going to go there, guys. I'm sorry. I'm going to go there. I'm going to bring this up. I'm going to say this right now. If you don't think that the fentanyl-laced marijuana didn't come from a crime lord or a drug ring syndicate that most likely came from the southern border, and we're talking about that we don't need border control. Now, I'm not saying a wall. I'm saying border control. More enforced way of it, then you got to be crazy, because now it's here. It's in our home. We have it hitting home. I'm going to say it this way, and I'm going to say it calmly and polite. Do yourself the favor. I cannot change anybody's views, and I will not change anybody's views, most likely. But, in my opinion, the only way to stop it is to vote the people into power that feel the same way as us. We need to make sure that proper funding goes to law enforcement. We need to make sure that the proper funding goes to education. after-school programs. There's many ways to fight this battle. That's what people say when we bring up a wall. There's other ways to do it. Well, I just told you how. I personally am in full support of the wall for border control, border security, for safety. Go back to the beginning of the hour. At the bottom of the hour, I went ahead and brought my opening comments about 9/11. And a representative that decided to make an impolite comment about it. That being said, we need to do something. All right. That's scary. It is. It's scary. It's scary when a child brings to school a knife and somehow got it through the metal detectors. It's scary to know school shootings could have been possible in our local neighborhood. Matter of fact, I remember last year Chester being shut down because somebody supposedly saw somebody with a gun. It's real. So the next time somebody says that there isn't an epidemic out there, stop and think. Is that true? Is there really not an epidemic out there? Because the fact that we have fentanyl-laced marijuana being sold to, and you know damn well, to teenagers. Teenagers are out there buying it, obviously. I know it was happening when I was in school. Can't look at a blind eye to it. It's real. A kid brings a serrated knife to school and gets it through the barcodes, the metal detectors, okay? It's hitting home. How do I say this? Over the weekend, I took a nice little trip. And over the weekend, I turned around and talked to somebody about the 90s kids. Most of us are 90s kids. We were raised by our parents who saw the Columbine shooting and said, that's not going to be my kid. On both sides of the fence. My kid is not going to be the shooter, and my kid is not going to be shot. We didn't scream gun control. Our parents taught us right from wrong. When we were kids, we didn't wear a watch. The street lamp was our watch. And everybody was outside playing. If that light went on, you were inside to eat. Hell, if you were at little Joey's house and Joey's mom went ahead and made dinner, you most likely ate dinner with them. Excuse me. Yes. Oh, look who it is, everybody. My son Jackson is back again. Please excuse me for just a momento. Yes, Jax.
How do you turn that thing off?
The video game?
Yeah.
Don't worry about it. I'll turn it off, okay? You all done?
Yeah.
Are you going to go down and hang out with Grandma, Papa, and Mommy? Sure?
Yep.
All right. Well, you want to go ahead and say bye to everybody? You can.
Bye.
Right here, why don't you actually look in the camera? Okay, we're going to turn a little bit. How's that, okay?
Bye.
All right. Say good night to everybody.
Good night.
All right. Shut the door behind you. All right. Sorry, just got in. What did I miss? Girl, you're going to want to watch the whole video when you get a chance. We're losing control. I'm scared. I have a 14-year-old and a 13-year-old. Mark, I didn't even know they were that close in age. We just hit the 1 hour mark. We're gonna keep going. We're gonna nail out this topic, okay? It's not the guns killing people, it's people killing people. Yes. Look, I'm for background checks. I'm for, vetting people, making sure that the wrong guns don't go into the wrong people's hands. I am for that style gun control. Don't get me wrong. But we need to be careful that the guns aren't being taken out of the right people's hands. And that's what's happening right now. When somebody can get a fully automatic machine gun, should they have it? It's their legal right. It's right there in the amendment, the right to bear arms. My saying always was that if a military personnel has a saw, why shouldn't I? I have the right to form a militia to defend my country against the tyranny of an overpowering government. I have that right. If anybody remembers what the Boston Tea Party was, that's what that was. Sticks and stones against guns. Or was Great Britain's gun control then? 7, 8, 10, 12, going on 13 next week, and 14. Happy birthday to the 12-year-old going to the 13. But Mark, keep doing what you're doing. Teach the right from wrong. It's the only thing we can do to hope and pray that our children are safe. Only can hope that they pass it along. I know for a fact my father used to do random checks through my room to make sure, one, I didn't have any dirty books, didn't have any bombs, didn't have any guns, and didn't have any plans to schools or malls or anything like that to go ahead and cause some destructive harm. Now, that being said, my father might not have been the perfect man, but he was the perfect man to raise me. I feel that I was chosen by God to be raised by this man, because if I wasn't, how would have I turned out? I got disciplined. I haven't broken the law. I got told right from wrong. I got told how to be polite to people. I think it turned out quite well. Give all a gun that can pass a background check and can pass a test like a car. I like that. I do. I like that idea. Leroy Carroll, welcome to 101. Yes, we're running a little bit later than we're planning on doing, but this is a good one. We are not allowed to use cell phones while driving, but the cops can. The law is the law. It should go for all. Heck, I'll even say this. I got caught with a dirty mags, but that's a different topic. That is a different topic probably for another night. How about that one? We could go on that for a while. I got whooped for doing wrong. Yep. We need to follow the law, but cops don't have to. Now, here's the thing. When you can't law the lawless, when you can't, how do I say this? I got to choose my words wisely. When you can't govern the governed, when you can't tell the boss no, we become back to a totalitarian state. We now are back under dictatorship rule. We are governed by the people, for the people. We do things a certain way in this country that no other country has been able to accomplish. but there are people in power that want to take it away from us. Do we let them? Or do we go ahead into the voting booths and get the ones that will listen and protect us in? People can sit there and say all they want. They can say all that they want, that I elected the President of the United States, and then get mad that nothing gets done. Let me make it clear this way. We're going to go through a little social studies class right now, everybody. Class is in session. Please open your mind and turn up your hearing aids and get ready for this. If you hire one, you have to hire the rest just like it to make it stronger than just the one. What do I mean? If you choose one person as your candidate, he or she cannot get the job done alone. You need to give them a strong base. That is the House of Representatives and the Senate. If it's not in the power, or at least able to sway the way it needs to with the same beliefs, nothing will get done and changed. Judicial system, if the correct lawyers and judges are not in there to protect us from the laws that have been put in place, it happens all over again. I got pigs, if that helps. What we need to do is get the people in power that deserve to be in power and not leave them in power. I am looking at career politicians, Chuck Schumer, Nancy Pelosi, the formerly House of Representatives leader, or excuse me, Senate leader, Mr. Ryan. May he rest in peace, Mr. McCain, or Ted Kennedy. They were career politicians. They stayed in power for way too long. They ran this country how they saw fit. They forgot that we run the country, and we run it how we see it fit. It's time to get the media out of your face and in your head. Get them out. Start thinking for yourselves. Do deductive reasoning. Look at the whole picture. Don't just see a meme on Facebook, and I'm guilty. Don't see a meme on Facebook and think that's true and not fact check it. Do the homework. There's a reason why we call it fake news. Now, we had an interesting evening. I thank all for joining me. We have gone through my opening statement where I had a comment for a representative who decided to say something about 9/11. Then we went ahead and talked about embarrassing people at work or backstabbing. We moved on to working while you're on vacation. And then we talked about annoying eating habits. That was probably my favorite topic of the night. That was a great topic. I got to do a lot of interacting with you. To the very end we are now, presently. The fentanyl-laced marijuana in Sullivan County, to electing the proper authorities. If we can't tell a cop he shouldn't be on a cell phone and worry about getting in trouble for telling him that. I mean, here's the thing. It's back to all of it again. If we don't have the proper ones in charge, they're just going to get a slap on the wrist. Local government counts as much as the big government. When you sit there and get upset that the sheriff pulled you over and wasn't nice to you and gave you a ticket, there are elections for a sheriff. Look into them, understand them, vote them in. When somebody sits there and tells me that they don't vote, I sit there and wonder, well, do you make a choice to wake up? Do you make a choice to take a shower? Do you make a choice to eat? Do you make a choice to pay bills or live on the streets? Why don't you make the choice to vote? It's all connected. If you don't use your vote, you don't use your voice. You don't use your voice at that time. Don't use it when something happens that you don't like, because you have the choice to change it. You decided not to. Christina, how are you? Pat, how are you? People need to vote. They do. They really do. I cannot make it more clear than that. So if anybody has any other topics that you want to go ahead and talk about, anything that is interesting whatsoever, please let me know. If not, I have no problem closing off the chat, saying goodnight, and moving on. You have no say. You really don't if you don't make a vote. I say it again one more time. You don't like the president? Make sure you vote. You don't like your governor? Make sure you vote. You don't like your senators? Make sure you vote. If you don't like your mayor and him not filling the potholes in your local town, vote. Vote the town supervisors, the highway departments, and everything in between. Do it. Because if you don't, well, then you're going to sit there and bitch and moan and complain that nothing's getting done. You have a voice. You chose not to use it. I have a voice. I choose to use it, and I'm using it now talking to everybody on 101. It's 101, 101% is what I give, and I hope so do you. That's what it's all about. We give 101% to the things that we love and that care the most to us. Oh, Pat, thank you. That's such a nice thing to say about me. I'm getting very gray. It makes me feel better that you said that. But does my vote really matter? Yes. Yes, it does. Some votes don't count, though. That's where you're wrong. In the House and the Senators that decide, not the people. You got to, okay, guys. All right, seems like we got to go through this. Like I said, school's in session. Open minds, open ears. Let's listen. Okay, does your vote count? Yes. Why? Because everybody that says it doesn't is a vote that's not done, and that's why your vote doesn't count. If you have 80 people that are voting one party and only 12 that vote the other, and then there was 90 people that would have voted with that 12, but said, well, my vote doesn't count. Guess what? If those 90 voted, you would have had 102 votes, and it would have overthrown the 80. There is power in numbers. Then Hillary would have won. No. No. An electoral college is different than the vote of populist vote. There is a difference. Please do go ahead and take the time to look it up when you get the chance to see the difference in it, because that's how we're able to keep the check and balances of cities choosing everybody in power versus the country choosing. See, let's put it this way. I'm going to say this. We're going back into history. Let's get in the time machine, everybody. Is everybody ready? Back before we could really think about somebody fixing an election, it actually almost happened. The year was 2000, and a little state called Florida decided that it was going to close the polls early. Now that happened, the Democrat Party got upset, and so was the Republicans. And the Democrats decided to scream, "Every vote counts." I quote, "Every vote counts." We're going back into the time machine, my friends. We're going to the year 2007. Primary elections are going on right on through into 2008. We have Democrat runner Hillary Rodham Clinton, Barack Hussein Obama neck and neck, looking for that #1 spot for the Democratic Party nominee. Florida, once again, and Puerto Rico was forced to try and decide. They turned around and held the election earlier than they were supposed to, trying to make sure that another 2000 didn't happen. Guess what? Every vote counted as half a vote. The same party that only years earlier was screaming every vote counted, they counted it as half a vote. Hillary Rodham Clinton got the election stolen from her, and it was given to Barack Hussein Obama. The same party screwed itself and made it even worse once again years later. Well, forward up to 2015 to 2016's primary elections. Hillary Rodham Clinton and Bernie Sanders. New York election for the primaries. Every vote counts, right? Once again, this little nit is biting them in the behind, to where once again it was proven that the DNC rigged the voting booths and did not count the Bernie Sanders votes. The DNC screwed Bernie Sanders. I think it was in their way of saying they were sorry to Hillary and making sure that Hillary got this. Yes, everybody does vote, even the dead ones. This is what we're talking about. It's not fair. I know. I love my president. Wouldn't trade him and his decisions for anything. So, that being said and done, friends, why is it okay to say every vote counts, but you don't count every vote? That's the problem of the Democratic Party. They say they are on your side, but they're not. They only care about themselves. They want to stay in power, and they want to erase history. They want you to forget that they did not vote to end slavery. They want you to forget that they did not want the Emancipation Proclamation. They want you to forget that there were reparations. They want you to forget these things so they can control you come election time. When you do the homework and you look for it and you find it, the truth is out there. Friends, I don't mean to sway you in any way, or you can do that yourself, but you have to make sure your vote counts and vote often in the right way. All politicians care about themselves and want to make a memorable legacy. They are liars and criminals. Yes, again, I would have to agree that most are. That's why this country is threatened by a non-politician. There's one thing about Donald J. Trump that I will say tonight that not many people want to touch on or agree on. Donald J. Trump showed the entire world something your mother told you when you were little can happen. What is that little thing that your mother, and I'm sure, has said to you at one time, or even your father when you were little? I'll leave you guys with that for just a few seconds. We'll see if somebody is typing feverishly with their little fingers. Exactly what was it? Get the Jeopardy music. Do 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 do. That's what makes him such a great president. He's not a politician. Yes, but we're still waiting for that little saying. If we wait another 10-15 seconds, we'll see if somebody comes up with it. If not, I will tell you because I know many who have said it. Mark and Usher. Any hints? How about I just tell you guys? It doesn't matter who you are or where you come from. Anybody can be president if they try hard enough. Even you. And the response would usually be, I could be the president of the United States one day, mommy? Yes. Why? Because anybody who is a U.S. citizen can be president. You don't have to be a politician to be the president of the United States. And that, my friends, is exactly what Donald J. Trump did. He was an entrepreneur. He was a real estate man. He was a celebrity, a television host, and became president. You can be a mechanic who works their ass off day in and day out, but if you get enough votes behind you, if you start to run for president, you can win and nobody can say anything about it. That's what makes this country so great. You don't have to be a politician. Oh, you don't have to be a politician, but you got to be a lawyer to be a lawyer. You got to be a doctor to be a doctor. Well, that being said, You don't have to have a career in politics to run anything. Sometimes it takes a businessman to get things done. Now, look, I told you guys before, and I'm telling you again, I'm here again, spewing some politic rhetoric that somebody might not like. But you have to agree. If you don't, please tell me why. Change my mind on what I'm saying. Keep crying, I'll give you something to cry about. I don't know what that's my mom said to me. Well, yeah. I'm sure of it. My mom used to say that too. I'm just saying, so when you're running, so when are you running for president? Look, if I was to run for president, I wouldn't get it. You want to know why I wouldn't get it? There's enough skeletons in my closet. And look I just went ahead and went off on a whole bunch of Democrat BS. You know, I threw so much out there. They'll find this video and they'll rip me to shreds and say I shouldn't have tied one half of my brain behind my back. That is a quote from Rush Limbaugh, and I love it. It is one of my favorite quotes, by the way. I want to say very, very much a big thank you to Mr. Limbaugh, because I do like to listen to him and I like what he does, and it's given me the confidence to be able to talk to you people about this stuff. But it's fucking true. Excuse me, I'm sorry. There I am with the cursing again. I really need to stop. It's true. It really is. It's true. The only reason why the people that have been president is because they have money. It takes money to do all this. Advertising and living in hotel rooms or eating on the road. It takes money to do this stuff. That's why us local folks that are in a blue collar don't do it. It's a shame, because there are probably many people that could do something. But again, you don't need to be president to make a big change. I told you guys, you have your local politics. Highway superintendent. You have sorry, I'm getting a little bit of trouble, everybody. I guess I'm taking this a little too long. If there is any other discussions or anything else that you guys don't agree with, let me know. Maybe I'll come on more often. Maybe you will have more of these talks. I want to make sure that it's not always just about politics, though. I want this forum to be open and we can talk about other things. I don't care if it's sports, movies, it can be history, it can be math, science, theater. We have many things that we can talk about. It's an hour and a half long. This episode is. I'm having more fun than anybody should be allowed to have, and that's another quote from Mr. Limbaugh. It is true. I am having an extreme amount of fun. I love talking. I love to talk. I really do. And hearing myself talk and nobody else bothering me is even better. Being that everybody is sitting here watching me talk for so long is just great. Real quick, I want to answer the last couple questions that we had up here. WWE Hall of Famer also. Yes, Mr. Trump is. How about those Mets? Up the nose with a rubber hose on the Mets. They're doing better than the Yankees right now. But you guys always got an amazing opening season. You guys find a way to choke at some point. All right. So, and for us, we usually have a slow start, and Yankees seem to find a way to, well, lately, choke at the end of it. So, No, in all honesty, the Mets, they look like they're going to be doing pretty decent this year, as long as you guys can keep everybody healthy. Please, for the love of God, make it interesting when we go against you in the Subway Series. Give me a reason to start trying to at least root for the Mets when they're in town. That being said, might as well end the season anyway. All right, guys, I'm going to close it out now. Thank you very much for everything. I really appreciate it. I want to say thank you very much, Jason. I want to say thank you to Mr. Limbaugh and my father. I want to say thank you to my wife and my son for being part of my family and, well, no less, giving me the right and opportunity to do this tonight and any night that I do this. My man dress. What man dress? We'll have to talk about that later. Honestly, everybody have a wonderful evening. Stay safe. God bless America. And God bless you. And as always, as well, may you spend an hour in heaven before the devil knows you're dead. Good night. Peace out, and we'll see you next time. Okay. Real quick. Yes. Patricia, I will look into that for you, okay? We'll possibly do a segment on that. Good night, guys. Bye-bye.